This is my future son-in-law's 20 or 21. It is a 10R80 stock Coyote. And FTI wants to try out another converter for you guys. So the stall on this is probably going to be somewhere around, I don't know, we'll see, but I'm thinking around 2,800, 3,000 tops, something like that. I want you guys to know that the converter that we have in my car is also an FTI, and it's somewhere around about a 3,500 stall, roughly. Somewhere in there, it depends. You can foot brake this car to about 3,200. And I'm sure it flashes a lot higher. So your stall is not necessarily set in stone, but it kind of depends on the weight of your vehicle, the horsepower you got. This car right here has been phenomenal with that FTI converter, and we picked up a half a second with nothing more than a converter. So we put a set of tires on this car. Bone stock, went to the track. It ran an 8.2, 8.3, something like that. Went back to the track with nothing else but a converter, and this thing dropped half a second.
Drag, swag, oh, you know the name. Hat, shirts, hoodies, fuel in the flame for the F100s and the Coyote crew. Drag, swag's got the gear just for you.
So here's the deal with this converter. You don't have to get a tune. No tune required. And we may go ahead and throw my drag radials on the back of his at some point and just see what it'll do. Before we get started though, I want to recommend a setup for you guys. A deadly setup in the street, which is literally tune, E85, long tubes, a set of tires, and a converter. That thing will blow your mind in the street how fast it is. We got our transmission fluid here, and this is going to require the ULV. Now, I told him to get Motorcraft, but he come back with Valvoline. That'll work. As long as it's ULV, you'll be good. Something I want to remind you guys of is this is an expensive fluid change. You're looking at around, depending on where you're at, anywhere from about 170 to 200 bucks just to change the fluid on this thing. So be aware of that before you go into it. And I do suggest you do a flush. I'll even show you the kit that we use over here. Let's get started. Go ahead and let you guys know you need extensions that you can reach all the way from right here. See where we're at? Right here through to here. So from back there where the resonator is all the way to here. So you need about a 4-foot long extension at least. The exhaust on these cars are very forgiving. They come right off. They've got little hangers, so they're really easy to work with. But I'm probably gonna wait till we get everybody over here, and then we're gonna get started on this old girl. Look at this. But that's not a family car. Yeah, for me and you.
Hey, you gotta give him a cold start video.
I'm gonna go up here and start taking this front air dam, whatever you want to call this, down, because you have to be able to turn the engine over by hand to get to the torque converter bolts. So there's a bunch of stuff that has to come off of this, but it's really not that bad of a job, I promise. It's gonna look like it, it's really not.
And I'll work on dropping the exhaust and getting the drive shaft ready. Oh, someone tried to fix it. There's glue on them. Oh Lord. What did we get into?
Yeah. Oh shit. There's probably gonna be a new crack on my bumper getting the side of my car. The wife is back.
We're waiting for the phone call now.
You know that's not how this works.
I'm just
Stop. Ingenious thing Ford did is they put clips on these up here. So you have to lift up and pull out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Pretty damn cool. But hold on. Hold on, and there's two more back here. So, all right. You guys see that up there? Probably not. So there's two up here. Coming out. Yep, there we go. The rest of this, I think it's this side. the transmission will go around, but it won't go around this side. So we're gonna have to take that converter loose. That's the shittiest part of this whole thing. I will fast forward through most of this. No.
Huh? I didn't say nothing about food. I said I got food.
You said, hey, come on and kill
I did not say that.
He's lying.
And then all till about 8:30 this morning, I was like, I could feel it. I was like, I will never do a cookie skillet. I've never had one. I was like, oh, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, we only order a food set. Says, can I get the cookie skillet?
Well, Andrew,
Some the cookie skillet.
they put the cookies in a cast iron pan until ice cream will
That brace off up here, and then which is I think a 15, and then this little one right here, which is a 10, I think.
You know, the Harbor Freight Special.
It's all this right here just so it'll slide off that stud. Instead of putting a bolt in it, they got it on a stud, so you gotta take all this shit off. Should have disconnected the battery cable. There it is. Here's why I wanted to check it before. You can put your finger back there. So this is something that I learned from somebody else's YouTube video. And like if you put your hand back there before you pull the converter out, you can feel the thickness between the converter and the case. So you know what that feels like. So when you put your new one in, you know. See, I almost screwed up and we almost stopped because this converter got stuck on the flex plate. So I couldn't feel it. So anyway, we're locked in now. We're good. All right, and from here, what we're gonna do is do a flush on this thing. So since there's no drain, we're just gonna go ahead and pull this out and start pumping the fluid out of it. Yeah, it's a sucker. It's a Benny. It's a Benny 2.0. Huh? Yeah.
That's what Aaron bought. That thing is awesome.
Well, I failed to video, but we do have transmission back in. And Seth's up here putting the torque. Can you see that? I think so.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So we're putting all the converter bolts back in right now. And everybody's been asking, where's Aaron? There he is. There he is, y'all. Don't ask any more questions.
They're absolute
4K,
idiots.
baby.
They're absolute idiots.
They are. Come on.
Like, just go on a BMW Facebook forum and just watch that shit show. It's oof.
There's a BMW out there.
He even got complimented. There's like some 16-year-olds are like, "Is that an M3? It's an M3 comp."
Oh my God, it's a Supra. Fuel port, and it just goes up through the top of the car. It's up there somewhere, hanging out there. It is, hose, and we're just gonna fill it. Now, here's the key. When you're doing stuff like this, especially since these cars don't have a drain plug on the pan, you don't really know how much you've lost, and you got to be very careful about this because you don't want to put too much in it, and you definitely don't want to put too little. So that's why I think this little siphon thing over here is the key to it. So check this out. You can get this from O'Reilly's. It's like, I think 40 bucks. I'm not sure. But each rib is 1 quart. So if we count them, we got 1 quart, 2, 3, 4. So almost exactly 4 quarts we pulled out. So the safe bet here is to make sure we at least put 4 in, and that should be good enough to get the car started. Pull the hose out, check it. You're gonna burn your ass up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You're gonna burn your hands and you're gonna hate life. With this converter right here, it's gonna get hot real quick and you have to get up in here and do this. So you see, if you're gonna touch it, you're gonna burn yourself. Now if you got long tubes, you don't have that problem, but.
So go on and do long tubes before you do converter.
Yeah, for sure. The long tubes do make this whole converter thing, all this so much easier, I'm telling you. You don't even have to touch the exhaust to take all this out, so.
They ain't supposed to lock with the key in it, but
Mine did.
yeah. I've seen that happen on a Ford Taurus show 2 times in a row.
It's not a show, just so you know.
What?
It's an SHO.
Really?
It's not a show. No. Y'all tell him. They're not shows. They're
Everybody
SHOs.
calls them shows.
Super high output.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not even touching. All right, we're going for our first drive. Had to clean this thing up. Look at that. You ought to be ashamed bringing that bitch over here.
I am.
With dirty. Boy, she clean now though. We're good. I fully expect this thing to be perfectly fine. Probably won't even really notice a big difference, to be honest with you. As far as like drivability goes, the biggest thing with this converter is you don't have to have a tune. So that's the big selling point. Even with my converter in my car, you don't have to have a tune. So if you guys are a little worried, stressed about that, nope, it's not something you got to do. All right, so just listen to it. You'll notice. That's more, it's going to rev a little more before it takes off, and that's your converter. So.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit different. But
Yeah, it's not going to be a ton, but it will if you ever drag race the car. That's where it's really going to make a big difference, because at that point you can stall it up a little bit, and it'll definitely make a huge difference in the car. Just driving it around normally, you're probably not going to notice much of a difference. Driving, everything's fine.
completely different from whenever I do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So imagine if you had some tires. That's where it's going to start to work for you. You know, and you get a set of tires, the car will leave a lot harder. But as you can see, it's trying to put down more power now. So, oh yeah. Let's get her down. Should feel like it leaves a little harder, like when it launches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
A lot harder.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I just wanted to take the car out to show you guys. This converter is completely streetable. We need to get some defrost going. This is a very streetable converter for you guys that are looking to, you know, have a little bit more power. Maybe you got a tire on your car, and you're just looking for, you know, the car to leave a little quicker. This is what you're going to want. The converter really is the first mod I recommend for most anybody. So anyway, there's not much else to show you. The car is going to drive normal. It's going to feel normal. You might hear a little bit of a difference in it when you take off, but not much. All right, y'all, we're back, and I'm going to be honest with you. We just stalled it up. I didn't video it. We just stalled this thing. We foot braked it to 3,200 RPM just a second ago, and that's pretty damn good. That's amazing, actually. So this car on a set of drag radials is going to be sweet. That's going to be perfect. With long tubes, E85 and a tune, it's going to be the sweet spot. So, Justin, let me ask you, could you tell a difference in the car?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can tell a whole difference.
Do you think it's going to be streetable, drivable, like you're going to have any issues with it or anything like that? Feels completely stock, and I think that's what everybody's going to want to know. You really won't know you have this converter in. If you listen and know what you're listening for, you can feel it. You can hear it a little bit when it takes off. But I think that is really kind of the sweet spot, maybe, because it doesn't feel like it stalls much whenever you just initially take off. You don't really hear like a high stall, but obviously you can foot brake the shit out of it. So that's really where it's at. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys are interested, go over, check out FTI. They've got the hookup on all the stuff. So these are new converters for the 10R80 world, right? They just started making these for us 10-speed guys. If you're interested, go over, check them out. Top-notch service. Love those guys. Huge shout out to them. Justin, you got you a converter in your car now. We got something else for you over here at some point. So we got a brand new RTD sitting here. So eventually you'll have that on the car, long tubes, the E85. Then we got to get you some drag radials. Oh, and Seth's getting another Coyote too. See ya.
Drag, sway.